Hi, I'm Tony Eufinger with Eufinger Law Offices in the Heart of Ohio Title Company here in Marysville, and these are my parents, John and Charlotte Eufinger.
Hi, Tony. It's nice to be here with you and with your dad, my husband. I'm Charlotte Eufinger, and we're going to tell you about this room because it's a very important part of our lives. I grew up in Marysville, and I was just so blessed to be the probate and juvenile judge here in Marysville in Union County.
For 16 years?
For 16 years.
18 years, actually.
18 years, that's right.
Excuse me. I'm John Eufinger. That's about all I need to say. Practicing attorney here for over 50 years. Retired out of Delaware County Juvenile Court, where I spent 2 years as a magistrate. And prior to that, I was for 1 year, the chief legal counsel for the Ohio School Facilities Commission. And then after that, I retired under the Public Employees Retirement System and became the city prosecutor for Marysville for a number of years.
They're kind of a big deal. You know, this place, this kitchen is so special to us. We spent how many years? Almost 40 years in this house? Give or take a year?
37.
Okay.
Well, Mary was 2 when you...
Yeah, when we moved
here.
in.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first year we lived here, we didn't understand how expensive it was to heat a house like this. And you got the first heating bill, and all of us ended up sleeping down.
$750. When the biggest bill we'd had in our other house was, I think, $80.
It was really a shock.
We overreacted. We shut everything down. We moved down into the family room and the bathroom and the living room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we did until we finally realized how to work around it.
Yeah, but things got better from there.
Yes, it
They
did.
did.
So,
They did.
and we spent a lot of time, I know we spent a lot of time doing my homework here in this kitchen. And, you know, it wasn't just a kitchen, it was a place where the whole family gathered, and usually had a few dogs and a cat in here, and my sister Mary. And, you know, it was just a special place. It was special because we always knew we were safe here. We always knew we were loved here. And even though we had a few late night dinners between us, we always had
A few.
more than a few. We always had food in the pantry, and we always had something good to eat. And I think that's why we're here supporting the Empty Bowls fundraiser, because every family in our community deserves to have that kind of security, that kind of love, that kind of support in their lives. And it's amazing to me that even though Union County is one of the richest, most prosperous counties in the state of Ohio, we still have homelessness, we still have food insecurity. Even with the blessings we have with the major employers we have here, there are still people who are going hungry every night. And that's what this fundraiser is all about, putting an end to hunger, putting an end to poverty, putting an end to homelessness in Union County.
I grew up here in Marysville, and I've always felt that the people in Marysville and Union County really cared about other people.
Mm-hmm.
They took care of other people.
That's right.
And my mother was such a stickler for us to eat breakfast before we went to school. And it was either hot cereal, which was cream of wheat or oatmeal, or some sort of egg that was cooked. But every morning I did that. And I wasn't that good with my own children. I think they probably
Yeah, I don't
appreciated
remember
the
getting a
fact.
hot meal on a daily basis, but that's okay, we live.
We got a bowl of steam.
Yeah.
But this house is very, very special and a wonderful place. And we want and hope that like you said, Tony, that children can grow up knowing that they have a safe place to go to where there's food and love from their families.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important. Mm-hmm. And the empty bowl, it's such a wonderful way to draw attention to the fact that so many children and families don't have that. Mm-hmm. And it's so much fun too.
Yeah. Where else do you get to go to a fundraiser and you get to take home a piece of art?
That's
pretty
really
cool.
true.
Yeah, original art.
And all of it is so different because so many people contributed their expertise and artistic talents.
We have a lot of talent here in Marysville
We
and
truly
Union County.
do. And lots of good people.
Dad, you're a little uncharacteristically quiet right now.
Just sitting here having a panic attack. No. No, the thing
That'll be the day, John.
that disturbs me the most is that we have kids that go to school hungry. And I know there's been some cutback of some of those programs, but I personally want to see our school kids have a breakfast and a lunch every day so that they can not concentrate on a growling stomach, but on learning what they need to do.
Or tuning out the learning, as the case may be sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The thing that really inspires me in our community, the kids in all of our schools recognize that they have classmates that are hungry and that go without. And to see the kids starting up their own food pantries, their own personal need pantries in the schools, that's really inspiring to me. They get it. You know, like what you were talking about earlier with the community always looking out for each other. That lives on. Even though we're growing, even though we're so much bigger than we were when you were a kid or when I was a kid, the character of the community is still there, and it comes
really
together
is.
at events like Empty Bowls.
Yeah, we have great teachers, and you can find people who care about you in the school, and they care about your parents too. And if you're struggling, oftentimes that means your parents are struggling too. So look at the people that you feel like you can trust and go to them and tell them, you know, what your needs are. And if you have friends whom you like their parents and trust their parents, you can talk to them. This is a need. If there's a need, we need to know about it as a community. And that's why the Empty Bowls program is such a great way to do it. But talk to people whom you feel like you can trust.
As a city prosecutor, I once went to one of our police sergeants and I said to him, look, if you ever find somebody, you know, and you're out and about that really needs, you know, 50 or $100, you know, let me know, because if that is all that stood between somebody and you know, having something to eat or a place to stay or whatever, or tank of gas, you know, I would be willing to do that. And it was interesting because the person I talked to, the policeman I talked to, said, we already do that. I didn't even know about that.
That's wonderful.
But I think we have an amazingly caring community. We have a lot of people that are doing things behind the scenes. And we have, I know the ministers, the Marysville Ministerial Association, and some of these others that are always there, and people have a place to go.
Yeah.
And they send people to them. And you know, nobody goes hungry.
We have great organizations, the Hope Center, the United Way of Union County, the Personal Needs Pantry, the food pantries that we have in Marysville and Northern Union County and Plain City. They're just awesome. People step up. The blessing boxes, the blessings in a backpack, they're all there. Empty Bowls is filling a need, a unique need for ongoing hunger. And I think what we hope everyone here today watching this video will be inspired and think about what they can do to make a difference. Maybe the difference they can make is just by cooking a meal for a family that's in crisis and giving them that meal. Maybe it's giving money or supplies to one of the organizations that I just mentioned, the Food Bank or the Hope Center or the Personal Needs Pantry. But everybody has something they can do. And that's what we're doing here today.